Hi guys! Welcome to So Janelle. Ito po ang inyong programa na nagbabahagi ng mga kwento ng immigration and representation.
They recognize that I also am Filipino, and they want to celebrate that, which is so amazing.
People like me and Filipinos and AAPI all get an equal opportunity at showcasing their talent.
I didn't really know that I wanted to be an actor right out the gate. We just did them on a whim, and you never know where they lead you.
If this could very well possibly be the first time that every single member of this company will be of Filipino descent.
The Sequoia is now exclusively as a hybrid.
Wow!
Yes.
And that is why Toyota now offers America's largest lineup of electrified vehicles. Well, of course, Toyota makes it easy, right?
I think that's our slogan. Well done.
And that's why here in the show, as we celebrate Haven and Vinita, we're also celebrating one of our partners, East West Bank. But you know what's hotter, juicier, tastier than ever before? McDonald's classic burgers are hotter, juicier, and tastier than ever before.
What is your favorite day of the week?
Friday!
Really? Why?
Because on Fridays, there's Free Fries Fridays.
Free fries?
Yes.
I want free fries.
Yes.
No way.
What do you think will the Filipinos be drawn to here in Sky River Casino? You're here at Pechanga Resort Casino, once again on the list of USA Today's 10 best. Is it time for the dragon song?
Yeah.
Pretend you're a dragon and let it out. Ha, ha, ha! Yay!
It happened within a span of, I would say, less than 10 minutes.
I think we were targeted.
We should face this battle head on together as a community. As an immigrant though, what was it like for you?
What was my job? I was a caregiver manager.
I was at a point of like, this is basic life stuff. I shouldn't be complaining at all, but I just couldn't do it the way that they do it back home.
They see Jollibee as a success. More than that, they don't know that there's a Filipina president, leader at the helm of it.
I mean, in this book, I share the most vulnerable parts of who I am that in some instances were so triggering to write, but I knew it was a powerful thing to share.
And I hope today's story proved to be inspiring and encouraging and just truly amazing, because that's what we are all about. I'm your host, Janelle So, and this has been So Janelle.
Good afternoon here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. This is semifinal game SoCal Rincover versus Canada. Winner of this game will face SoCal Ube in the finals game.
Number 13, Mateo
I am Kyle Otting,
Rodriguez.
and I am here with
Marcus Bray. We got a great one here. The second semifinals of the tournament. We got Mateo Rodriguez up to bat against the pitcher who won the home run derby for Canada. And the first pitch is a strike along the inside line.
You just gotta love starting the game out with a strike. You want to start off strong and just get off to a head start here.
Second pitch is a ball in the dirt, and you love to see a guy who can do it on both sides. The pitcher was the home run derby winner, hitting a total of 7 runs in this tournament.
And I think that's what Teddy was talking about too, how Canada is really being slept on this tournament, where they have great pitching, great fielders, and amazing offense. And honestly, the three combinations in baseball just lead to a championship team. So we'll see kind of how this game unravels itself as the pitcher winds up for a strike. The count is 1-2 now at the top of the first.
Absolutely. Canada has been a powerhouse every single day in this tournament. A 3-0 team showed their dominance, and they took that number 1 seed in that LeBron division. And it'll be a fly ball to center field, and they'll split the 2 defenders. He's rounding second, heading to third, and it'll be a stand-up triple for the batter.
We've been seeing a lot of triples throughout this tournament, and that's
second baseman,
seems like a huge surprise, especially with that being one of the hardest statistics to reach in the MLB. You really don't see a lot of players have triples. You see more home runs than you do triple. And here, it just is the complete opposite. But we have seen one walk-off home run today, Hawaii walking it off, which was a great game this morning.
And the scene here was incredible after that walk-off. It was the first home run of the day, just getting over the wall and hitting the roof on the left field. You got to think that the triples is very much due to the field here. Valley, very wide. You can see between the center fielder and the two left and right fielders. There's a lot of space for a batter to get it down and get some bases.
Exactly. It's very easy to get those wheels turning, especially when it falls in the gap. As we go to a 2-2 count.
Line drive to right field. He'll field it. No one's at first, and a run will come in. And SoCal Rincover will take the early 1-0 lead with 0 outs on the board.
Canada started off strong in this game, throwing first pitch for a strike, and after that, we still have yet to see our first out of the game, and Rincover is starting out stronger. It just matters who can hold this out the longest. As that ball comes inside, almost hits the batter. We have a 1-0 count now.
And this is exactly where you want to be if you're SoCal Rincover. You're facing who's likely the favorite to win this entire tournament, getting some momentum early. This is exactly what you want to do. The pickoff attempt unsuccessful. He's safe. And we will have the 1-0 count again.
It's important to keep that runner in check, especially with how many steals we've been seeing this tournament. I mean, that 90 feet has been absolutely huge. As that is dribbled barely foul. But a free 90 feet, or I guess not free with a stolen base, but it hurts a lot, especially for a defensive team. It changes your whole outcome, takes away the double play as he throws back to first, keeping the runner in check there.
Absolutely. Like you were saying, a lot of stolen bases. A motto of the Philippines, that hard 90, they love stealing bases. And it's a fly ball to left field. He's chasing it. And it's gone. A second home run of the day. And how about that? SoCal Rincover, a quick 3-0 lead over the undefeated Canada.
That is huge for Rincover. And to add on to that, there are 0 outs still in the game as Rincover is now on top 3-0. That was a 2-run home run there. And that is absolutely killer for Canada. This is a huge surprise for most fans watching this game. As you were saying before, Canada is the favorite. We'll see if there's any adjustments made. If the pitcher tries to start painting the corners a little more, maybe throwing a little more off speed as that ball is hit foul. But, I mean, something needs to change here. From the pitcher, he's obviously missing his spot, or something's not working with him. Maybe he'll add a couple more off speed. So we'll see what happens throughout this game, as that is thrown for the first ball of this at bat for a 1-1 count at the top of the first.
And I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen a timeout from the catcher here. A quick 3-0 lead can really shake your head if you're the pitcher. As a catcher, I feel like you want to calm your guy down, make sure he's in the right mental space, and so he can find his groove and get going once again.
I think that's very important. Sometimes as a pitcher, it's out as that ball's fouled down the third baseline. Sometimes as a pitcher, after you give up a home run, you don't really want to talk to anyone, and you just kind of walk around the mound, gather yourself, get that new ball, and reset. But definitely needs to clear his mind and just get one out, just get something working with him. As that ball is hit over the shortstop's head to land in shallow left field for a no-out single. Canada is still looking for the first out of the game. It is the top of the first, and Rincover still has a 3-0 lead.
Joa Meyer.
And it looks like the coach is out to check on his pitcher. I am either thinking this is going to be a little hype up, or I wouldn't be surprised to see someone else on that mound, really struggling to get going. So hopefully he can make those adjustments.
A pitcher change could be devastating, but it does look like there is someone in the bullpen of Canada, possibly starting to warm up. We could see a change as early as the first inning, which is never what you want to do in a semifinals game with another game just after this.
You know, and that's something we really didn't talk about is the game before this, I believe, has it depends how you look at it, but for pitching, it has the advantage, give the guys a little more rest. Whereas Canada, right after this game, is going to go play that other game, or excuse me, the winner of this game, so Rincover or Canada, goes straight into the finals game right after this. And you could either look at it as they have their mojo going and they keep rolling, or they're tired, they didn't get that rest. So it can go two ways.
Absolutely. And North Cal Ube actually had one pitcher on the mound for most of the game, so their bullpen is going to be a lot more fresh as we got a pass ball and it's going to be the runner advancing to second base. It'll be interesting to see how Canada divvies up who's pitching. They want to keep fresh arms for the championship game, but they don't want to risk losing this semifinals.
Pitch on for the third straight ball here. If you're a candidate, are you sticking with your pitcher, or are you going to the bullpen with that in mind that if you win this game, you have that finals game right after?
The most important thing right here is you got to look forward. You got to make that championship game. So if he gives up another run, you gotta really think about taking him out and bringing in a new arm.
Now batting, center fielder, number 7, Brandon Leal.
As Brandon Leal will step up to bat and take his swing as SoCal Rincover has 2 runners on base with still 0 outs.
If I'm Canada, I'm trying to throw something low, maybe an off speed, get that ground ball, turn 2, get 2 outs. I mean, at this point, any out would work. You have nothing going for you right now. All the mentality is swung towards Rincover. So something needs to switch up, something needs to change. As that is ball 2 in the dirt.
Yeah, and we got action in the bullpen for Canada. A pitcher and catcher warming up now. We could see the change if our current pitcher doesn't get their mind right.
I definitely think we're going to be seeing a new pitcher either before this inning ends, as we have a strike, before this inning ends, or by the next inning. I don't think he's going to be kept in this game much longer. Hopefully he can make those adjustments, though. He's got a 2-1 count now. Still hitters count.
It's a swing and a miss, and it's a 2-2 count now. Canada looking for their first out, gain some momentum so they can fight back later on in this game. Inside ball, full count. As the pitcher, how does this get in your mind? How does this shake you up? You want to keep a clear mind, but how can the moment not get to you?
It's really hard not to let this moment get to you. I mean, you can almost look at it like golf, where it's like if you keep hitting bad shots or missing putts, it's going to get in your head. So you got to clear it and just move on to the next guy. And that's the same mentality here as a pitcher is you mess up against one hitter, you give up that home run, but it's the next batter you got to focus on. As we have a mound visit from the catcher.
Bases loaded. This is a terrible situation for Canada. You're already down 3-0, bases loaded, 0 outs. SoCal Rincover can basically hit however they want. Sacrifice flies, ground balls. They can do whatever they want to score out any run.
I'd definitely be careful with the ground ball, especially with the force out at home and third. I mean, force out anywhere, but you can turn 2 going home to first or home to third.
First baseman, number 18, Jake Wilson.
I mean, they're just focused on getting it out at this point. I mean, I wouldn't care about one run if you can turn two, or it looks like, yeah, it looks like infield, this corners are not coming in. So they're just playing for outs as that ball is thrown outside for ball one.
And you absolutely want to avoid another walk here. You'd walk a base in. Looks like that bullpen's trying to get warm as fast as possible. It's another outside ball.
A free 90 with bases loaded is one of the worst things you can do, in my opinion, in the sport of baseball. It's not a competitive as a pitcher. You're giving them that free bag. Make them earn their runs. Do not just walk them over. As that is thrown low for ball three. 3-0 count now. Still no outs with bases loaded at the top of the first. Rincover absolutely dominating this game so far, although it is only a half inning and Canada has yet to grab their bats. Hopefully that Canada can adjust and find their first out.
Earlier this morning, we saw a great comeback from Hawaii. They were down 10-0 before coming back and stealing the win late in the 6th inning.
And we just had a 4-pitch walk to score Rincover's 4th run of the inning. It looks like they're having a mound visit with the coach. I am assuming that they are going to have a pitching change here. Not the best outing for Canada this afternoon. Hopefully we have different changes, as we do have the bullpen clearing out and someone running out to the mound. We'll catch you up after the pitcher is warm.
All right, ready? Was it a father talking to his son, or was it a chef finding something special in somebody with a promise?
Wow, no one has ever asked that.
Yeah, but I ask great questions, right?
That's good.
But you still want to push on. Why is that?
That's a good question.
You get that a lot too, like mom crushes. Have you ever had, propositions? Am I the only one asking about this?
No, yes.
See? I'm a good interviewer.
This is like the most fun I've had at an interview.
Thank you. You're asking a lot of questions that most people don't ask, so I really enjoyed this interview.
Oh,
Great.
I love that. Thank you.
Of course.
All right. And then you can take that straight to break. Okay. All right. Now, this is the 4th block.
Okay. You're so good at this.
I know. What?
She's like, okay, we're on the next block. We're on the next block. Cue it. Cue it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
I felt the same as my children when their voice was not being heard and my voice was not being heard either. I was grateful that you listened to our story.
It gave me goosebumps just seeing that.
Thank you so much again. You guys were fun. I hope you enjoyed this.
You did. All right. I feel like we can talk longer and longer.
I know, right?
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having us.
So, Janelle, thank you.
So fun. Such a fun interview.
Thank you, Janelle. It is an honor for me to be with you this evening.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Oh, I love you, Janelle.
And that is a pass ball, and a runner runs late, throws it off. It looks like he is caught in a pickle here. Runner's going back to third.
And
that is the first out of the game with a pickle. Not the best read on that pass ball there. Waited too late to take off and was caught in the middle there for Canada's first out of the game.
It was a smart play from the base runner from SoCal Rincover. Don't want to give up a double play. Just stay on the base. And unfortunately, they will get their first out.
1-0 count now. 1 out. Pitch foul down the first base line. 1-1.
You can tell SoCal Rincover wanted to play aggressive. They've been swinging a lot today, and they have every right to do so after what they put on.
Let's see if Canada's new pitcher can, as there is a pass ball, runners from third, and he scores for Rincover's 5th run of the game. Now, with 1 runner left on base on third, with a 2-1 count with 1 out, 5-0 Rincover. It is still the top of the first. I mean, this is absolutely horrible for Canada to start off the game. You can't let this mentality really affect you. You have to get out of this inning as soon as possible with as least extra damage as possible and grab those bats and start swinging. As that is ball 3, 3-1 count.
Absolutely. It has been absolute chaos for Canada. Definitely not the start they expected or even imagined that could happen.
Although this is a bad scoreboard look at 5-0, this same outcome was happening with Himes in Hawaii when Himes got a lead of 10-0 and we were in here talking about a mercy rule.
Anderson.
And Hawaii ended up catching up and winning the game. So nobody's out of this game. This tournament has just proven that any team can compete with anyone. So we'll see what happens in the future. But right now, Rincover is up 5-0 with 1 out with Snake Eyes runners on third and first. As that is a ball thrown high and outside for ball 1.
He already has a walk. He's still trying to find that strike zone. These pitches for Canada struggling a little bit early, looking to just build some momentum, limit the damage, and get their team going.
Great pitch. Even out the count, 1-1 now. 1 out. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a base runner soon. Rincover with runners on first and third. Try to get that run in from third. Force an overthrow. As that is thrown in for strike 2. 1-2 count now. I think this might be one of the first pitchers counts we've seen today for Canada. I might be incorrect about that, but I believe it is the first, as we have a swinging strikeout for out number 2.
And that's exactly what you want from the relief pitcher in inning 1. A slow start, found some momentum, got your first strikeout, and you're 1 out away from getting out of this inning. Mateo Rodriguez will take the bat. And we are already back at the top of the batting order for SoCal Rincover.
Had a foul ball there. 0-1 count now. Canada with 2 outs, really looking to end the suffering of the first inning here. As that is thrown in there for strike 2. Great placement, really painting the corners. Hopefully that consistency keeps up and they are able to get a strikeout, ground out, fly out. I mean, we're just looking for one more walk here. Or one more out, excuse me. Grounder to short, runs in, clutches, throws it over to first, but he's out to end the top of the first. This is the Philippines World Series. We'll catch you at the bottom of the first.
All right, ready? Was it a father talking to his son, or was it a chef finding something special in somebody with a promise?
Wow, no one has ever asked that before.
I ask great questions, right?
That's good.
But you still want to push on. Why is that?
That's a good question.
You get that a lot too, like mom crushes. Have you ever had, propositions? Am I the only one asking about this?
No, yes.
See? I'm a good interviewer.
This is like the most fun I've had in an interview.
Thank you. You're asking a lot of questions that most people don't ask, so I really
Really enjoyed this interview.
Oh, again.
Great.
I love that. Thank
Of
you.
course.
All right. And then you can take that straight to break. Okay. All right. Now, this is the fourth block.
Okay, you're so good at this.
I know. What?
She's like, okay, we're on the next block. We're on the next block. Cue it. Cue it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
It blows my mind.
I felt the same as my children when their voice was not being heard and my voice was not being heard either. I was grateful that you listened to our story.
It gave me goosebumps just like saying that.
Thank you so much again. You guys were fun. I hope you enjoyed this.
We did. I feel like we can talk longer and longer.
I know, right?
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having us.
So, Janelle, thank you.
So fun. Such a fun interview.
Thank you, Janelle. It is an honor for me to be with you this evening.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Oh, I love you, Janelle.
And we're back here at the bottom of the first, the Philippines World Series, as Canada looks to put some runs on the board.
Now batting left fielder number
They had
7,
a 5-run top of the first, which was absolutely killer. But let's see if they can put anything on the board, kind of chip away. I mean, you have 7 innings to try to tie this game up. But at the same time, Rincover has 7 innings to put more damage on the board. So let's see who makes the adjustments and who wants it more.
100%. And as you were saying earlier, the match between SoCal Himes and Hawaii was very reminiscent of SoCal Himes, I believe, also had 5 runs in the first inning where Hawaii came back from 10-0. So you can never count any of these teams out. But SoCal Rincover will look to pile on, shut them down, and stop any momentum that Canada can gain.
Here comes Rincover's first pitch of the game, and that is in there for a strike. 0-1 count now.
Sam, can you zoom a little bit on
So that ball is hit up the middle for a leadoff single. Absolutely great way to start off the day for Canada up at bat.
Shortstop number 5, Kane Forney.
All you need to do is chip away, get a couple runs here, get a couple runs there. Next thing you know, it's going to be a tie ball game again. What's your thoughts about this game?
This game has been insane so far. Canada absolutely not the start they wanted. The powerhouse that they were, I don't think anyone expected to see them down 5-0 this early. As it'll be a ball up high as Kane Farney will step back in the box for the second pitch of this game.
I'd really like to see Canada just start playing aggressive, gain morality, gain momentum, steal some bases as that ball curves in there low, I believe, for ball 2 of this at-bat. I really like this pitcher's curveball. It has a lot of movement to it. If he can start finding the zone, I think that's going to be very dangerous.
Yeah, if you're Canada, you need to get something on the board. You can't let this hole get any bigger. You need to gain momentum, gain that confidence back.
3-0 count now. Let's see if he's taken or he has the swing away sign from the third base coach. As pitcher comes set on a 3-0 count. And that ball is taken in there for a strike. 3-1 count now. Still a hitter's count. Runner on first. Rincover leading 5-0. Canada looking to do some damage, get on the board. As that ball is lined to left field, bounced off the left fielder's shoe, bounces even farther, and they are sending the runner home, and it's looking like a stand-up triple. What a lucky break. I mean, it looked like it was going to be a single to a double, but it just took a horrible bounce off the left fielder's shoe, bouncing back and back and back, scoring a run,
Now batting,
standing on
number
third.
4,
Still no
Josiah
outs. So that's the kind of start that Canada really, really wanted to get. Anything in play can score a run. We're looking for sac flies, keep everything on the fly out of the infield. But Canada definitely isn't out of this game at all. As that ball hits the batter on the first pitch, we have Snake Eyes with no outs.
That was the home run derby winner. You kind of want to wonder, was that on purpose? Avoid a big hit to allow Canada to get to cut your lead to any more.
Curry.
He's a dangerous hitter. He's shown it over and over again, as they will now have runners on base 1 and 3.
Curry up now. As the pitch is thrown and swung on and missed for an 0-1 count here. Kind of looks like Curry's up there to hit, not looking to walk. There's aggressive swing there. As that ball is taken outside for ball 1. 1-1 count now. I'm kind of surprised Canada hasn't sent their runner from first to second. We've seen a lot of aggressive base running in this tournament. And with a runner on third, I feel like that's almost a given. As that ball is taken for ball 2. 2-1 count now. Still no outs. Rincover was really hoping to get out there and shut Canada down, keep that lead. But Canada had other plans. They don't want to be down. They're up there chipping away. As that ball is hit to third, gone to second, gone to first.
It's a double play for SoCal Rincover.
And it looked like he was off. He caught the ball off second base.
So just the 1 out for SoCal Rincover, as that'll be their first out of the inning, as it looks like they're going to take a timeout and talk about it.
I think that call was correct, though. He was on the bag, but the throw pulled him off, and he got that ball to first. Runner was definitely out at first, but I do not believe he was out at second. But let's see what the coach argues here and if there's going to be any changes made. Looks like that was a quick conversation there with runners on second and third now, 1 out.
Now batting, third baseman, number 16, Colin Hill.
Colin Hill will step in the box for Canada. You got 2 runners in scoring position here. You want to take advantage, cut that lead down, gain that momentum, and take it away from SoCal Rincover.
That ball is fouled off. 0-1 count now. Double play is no longer intact after that missed pass double play attempt. Colin Hill takes that ball high for a 1-1 count.
You got 2 pitchers throwing a lot of pitches early. Canada had to make the early bullpen call. You're gonna wonder if whichever team wins, what is their pitcher rotation gonna look like for the championship game against an Ube team who's gonna have this 2 to 3 hour rest between.
As that ball is thrown in there for a strike, 1-2 count now. If you can get 3 to 4 innings out of your starter, I think that's absolutely what you want as that ball is fouled off. You want 3 to 4 innings from your starting pitcher, and you could either work it how Dave Roberts does with closer per inning, which I don't like, or throw that guy in there for 2 innings. But you definitely want more pitchers for that final game. Pitcher comes set now. Colin Hill hits the ball up the middle, scores 1. They're holding a runner at third. So that is a one run RBI single there for Colin Hill. Still only 1 out with Snake Eyes on the bat.
Number 11, Lawrence Aurelio.
And you're gonna wonder again if they're gonna steal. We've seen a lot of stolen bases, very much something these Filipino players like to do.
Aurelio up. runner on first and third. Perfect opportunity for an RBI here. Canada has cut their deficit down to only 3, as they were down by 5 at the start of this inning. I mean, you keep this mentality up, and they're not out of this game.
Yeah, they only have 1 out, 2 runners on base, and they've already cut the lead down to 3. That confidence coming back for Canada.
That ball hit to third. He looks, throws it to second. He's out at second and out at first. That is a clean turn double play there to end the inning. Absolutely fantastic by Rincover. This is the Philippines World Series, and we'll catch you here at the top of the second as Rincover leads the game 5-2.
All right, ready? Was it a father talking to his son, or was it a chef finding something special in somebody with a promise?
Wow, no one has ever asked that before.
I ask great questions, right?
That's good.
But you still want to push on. Why is that?
That's a good question.
You get that a lot too, like mom crushes. Have you ever had, propositions? Am I the only one asking about this?
No, yes.
See? I'm a good interviewer.
This is like the most fun I've had at an interview.
Thank you. You're asking a lot of questions that most people don't ask, so I really enjoyed this interview.
Oh,
Great.
I love that. Thank you.
Of course.
All right. And then you can take that straight to break. Okay. All right. Now, this is the 4th block.
Okay, you're so good at this.
I know. What?
She's like, okay, we're on the next block. We're on the next block. Cue it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
I felt the same as my children when their voice was not being heard and my voice was not being heard either. I was grateful that you listened to our story.
It gave me goosebumps just like saying that.
Thank you so much again. You guys were fun. I hope you enjoyed this.
We did. I feel like we can talk longer and longer.
I know, right?
Thank you so much for having us.
So, Janelle, thank you.
So fun. Such a fun interview.
Thank you, Janelle. It is an honor for me to be with you this evening.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Oh, I love you, Janelle.
And welcome back to the Philippines World Series here. This is a very close game, 5-2, as Rincover finds their way back up to the dish. Rincover started off very strong in the first inning with 5 runs, but Canada answered back with 2, breaking that deficit only down to 3 runs, as that ball is taken high for ball 2.
As the relief pitcher, and you understanding that there's another game right after this if you win, you want to throw as little balls as possible, and especially coming in the first inning after an unfortunate start for their opening pitcher, you want to try and carry it into the later innings. Keep your secondary arms fresh as possible for that championship game.
And I think as a pitcher, you really need to work with the pitches that get those ground outs or pop outs. I mean, you don't want to be wasting pitches for strikeouts, as we get a strike there for a 3-1 count. But you need to make those adjustments, and you need to get those quick outs to save your arm as much as possible. Although it is very nice to look at your stats and see you struck out X amount of people, as we get a ground out to second there. And it is thrown on to first for the first out of the top of the second.
And that's exactly what you want to do if you're Canada. It took them a long time to get their first out. After a 35-minute first inning, it took them a long time to get their first out. Get your first one in the second early, build some momentum, and start rolling towards the bottom of the second.
3, Grant Watson.
Grant Watson up at the dish now as he looks at a curveball that falls into the zone. I really like this curveball. It has good movement, starting to find the zone more and more. And as I say that, he throws a curveball for a ball, but it is a 1-1 count. And if those adjustments are made where you could work curve to fastball, I'm not sure if he has anything like a splitter or circle, but when you start mixing up pitches and they start finding the zone, that's when you become really dangerous up there on the mound.
As that'll be fouled off, and we have a 1-2 count. Canada looking to get their second out here. and limit SoCal Rincover's second stint at bat.
Ball in the dirt there. Pitcher shakes off the first call, comes set. Ball gets away from him now to a 3-2 count. So a full count here.
Got the 1 out on the board and only 3 runs separating after the high-scoring first inning. SoCal Rincover looking to get back to that high-scoring first inning, get their first runner on base.
Ball hit off his foot for a foul ball. He stays alive up there at the dish. This is exactly as a pitcher trying to conserve your arm. You don't want these long at-bats. You want to get that batter out, and the batter, of course, wants to get on base, get that walk, get that ball through the middle as the ball is hit to short, double steps, and thrown on to first, and easy. Second out there, made it look very routine.
The defense coming together for Canada, and of course, they won the skills competition yesterday.
Adams.
They have the 2 of the 3 championships, the skills competition and the home run derby. So that defense from the skills competition showing here as they're getting the ball quick to each other for a quick 2 outs in the top of the second.
As that ball missed the corner for ball 1. Pitcher comes set here. Ball hit down to first, uses his body to block that ball, calls off the pitcher, and steps on the bag himself for the final out of the inning. SoCal Rincover 5, Canada unable to put up any numbers on the board in the top of the second inning. This is the Philippines World Series, and we'll catch you at the bottom of the second.
All right, ready? Was it a father talking to his son, or was it a chef finding something special in somebody with a promise?
Wow, no one has ever asked that.
Yeah, I ask great questions, right?
That's good.
But you still want to push on. Why is that?
That's a good question.
You get that a lot too, like mom crushes. Have you ever had, propositions? Am I the only one asking about this?
No, yes.
See? I'm a good interviewer.
This is like the most fun I've had at an interview.
Thank you. You're asking a lot of questions that most people don't ask, so I really enjoyed this interview.
Oh,
Great.
I love that. Thank you.
Of course.
All right. And then you can take that straight to break. Okay. All right. Now, this is the 4th block.
Okay, you're so good at this.
I know. What?
She's like, okay, we're on the next block. We're on the next block. Cue it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
I felt the same as my children when their voice was not being heard and my voice was not being heard either. I was grateful that you listened to our story.
It gave me goosebumps just saying that.
Thank you so much again. You guys were fun. I hope you enjoyed this.
We did. I feel like we can talk longer and longer.
I know, right?
Thank you so much for having us.
So Janelle, thank you.
So fun. Such a fun interview.
Thank you, Janelle. It is an honor for me to be with you this evening.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Oh, I love you, Janelle.
Welcome back to the Philippines World Series here in LA. This is SoCal Rincover versus Canada. The bottom of the second as Canada grabs their bats and tries to do more damage. First pitch there fouled off for strike 1.
SoCal Rincover an uneventful at-bat at the top of the second, looking to do exactly what Canada did and shut them down here and keep the score where it is.
That ball was apparently high. I assume that the ump has a better view than us for a ball 1-on-1 count now as the pitcher comes set, really looking to dominate this inning. Ball is hit up high at the second baseman, and it is caught for out number 1. And that was a fantastic first batter face-off there for the pitcher. If I'm Rincover, I'm very happy with that outing.
Jeremiah
Little pitches thrown, and you get that out at the end of it.
Absolutely. Keeping that pitch count low, making sure you're fresh. It's unfortunate to play the game right before the championship, but it's the game they're playing, so they got to make do with what they have.
That ball is taken in for ball one. 1-0 count now. Pitcher comes set. And that is strike one. As Jeremiah Garcia tries to get on base. Fantastic pitch there for strike two, really painting the corners. We might see another 1-2-3 inning, which would be fantastic for Rincover, as like you were saying earlier, that 35-minute first inning was killer for both sides. That ball is grounded to third. He misreads it, and that ball is not thrown in time, as there is a leadoff runner at first. We'll see what the official scorekeepers count that as.
Now batting, center fielder, number 2.
And Canada doing what SoCal Rincover wasn't able to do. Get a runner on base here in the second. Looking to continue this momentum. With number 2 stepping up to bat, Raymundo Gloria.
As that ball is flied out to center, thrown to second, overthrown, and everybody is safe.
2 runners on base. Canada looking to cut that lead, that 5-2 lead for SoCal Rincover down.
Left fielder, number
Gain
7,
that momentum
Jalen
and get right back in this game.
Runners on first and second now. Pakampara looking to put some more runs on the board for Canada here, trying to lower that deficit even more. You have a runner in scoring position, and like we've seen before, I mean, you put the ball in play, good things happen. We had Parent hit down the third baseline as that ball is thrown inside.
Came close to hitting the batter there.
For ball one.
Until it scared him a little bit. As a batter, does that ever rattle you and change your mentality when you swing?
I don't think so. I think you just get back in the box and look to do damage. As strike is thrown here for a 1-on-1 count. I think as a batter, it's really hard to get off your mojo unless something's thrown where you break something or you really go down or out of the game. Besides that, I think the mentality stays the same. Get on base, do some damage, do a job.
And with them looking with 2 runners on base, as that's strike 2, you got to stay locked in, bring those guys home.
Pitcher comes set here. That ball is hit high and out of play. Still a 1-2 count. 1 out here at the bottom of the second. Runners on first and second.
Someone might need to get a window replaced after that foul ball. Heading straight towards the parking lot.
Great block by the catcher there to keep runners on the bases they find themselves at. I think that would be even more killer mentally if you lose the double play potential from a pass ball. 2-2 count here. Still runners on first and second.
What would be more killer? Letting a runner come in from a pass ball or walking out to see a shattered window on your car right now?
That ball is hit high and in play for the right fielder as he runs in under it. And that is caught for out number 2 of the inning.
SoCal Rincover looking to avoid giving up any runs in the second. Keep the score where it is and match what Canada did with the shutout at the top of the second.
Out goes to easiest base here. First, second, or third with runners on first and second. So we'll see what goes on here. I say just continue pounding the zone, finding your strike zone, and make them earn their hits, as that is a curveball that drops in there for a strike. Absolutely fantastic pitch there.
Give them something to swing at and just trust your defense behind you. Let them make a play and get you out of this inning.
Another curveball. Looks like the release point was a little bit too high there. Didn't drop in the zone enough. Kind of came in too high, but adjustments can be made. I don't mind that pitch at all, especially after that first pitch found the zone. Pitcher comes set here. Ball is hit high.
He smoked it.
Far over the scoreboard. That thing was crushed. From my angle, I didn't think it was hit that far, but that thing was disgustingly far. And we have a tie ball game with one swing of the bat. Canada finds a way back in it at a 5-5 game with 2 outs here at the bottom of the second. Wow, that was a fantastic piece of hitting. I think that might have been the farthest home run hit of this tournament here over the scoreboard. Absolutely made the adjustments needed to be made.
That was an amazing hit. He absolutely belted that over the scoreboard, tied the game, and this is exactly what Canada wants. They know they're a favorite. Now they can play the game they want with a tie ball game and reset.
That ball is thrown in there for a ball 1. Canada celebrated almost as hard as we did for Will Lewin's 21st birthday the other day. That was fantastic.
21st, he's in Vegas at UNLV, so you know he can party hard.
As that ball finds its way in there for a strike, 1-1 count now with 2 outs.
And how about the fireworks we've seen in this game so far? 2 home runs already and 5-5 at just the bottom of the second.
That is a curveball that dropped out of the zone, outside for ball 2. 2-1 count now. Really need one more out to get out of this inning. It's got to be a little moral destroyer to give up a 3-run bomb, but it is a tie ball game. You're not losing. Get out of this, and you can do the damage at the top of the third. As that ball is swung on and fouled, I believe, for 2-2 count now.
Looks like that hit the ump straight in the shoulder. Got the big pads on. So looks like he's okay. Hopefully that doesn't change where his box is.
Pitcher looking to get out of this inning right here. As he comes set. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And Rincover gets out of the inning after giving up a 3-run bomb as Canada ties the game to make the score 5-5 here in the Philippines World Series. We'll catch you at the top of the third.
All right, ready? Was it a father talking to his son, or was it a chef finding something special in somebody with a promise?
Wow, no one has ever asked that before.
I ask great questions, right?
That's good.
But you still want to push on. Why is that?
That's a good question.
You get that a lot too, like mom crushes. Have you ever had, propositions? Am I the only one asking about this?
No, yes.
See? I'm a good interviewer.
This is like the most fun I've had at an interview.
Thank you. You're asking a lot of questions that most people don't ask, so I really enjoyed this interview.
Oh,
Great.
I love that. Thank you.
Of course.
All right. And then you can take that straight to break. Okay. All right. Now, this is the 4th block.
Okay. You're so good at this.
I know. What?
She's like, okay, we're on the next block. We're on the next block. Cue it. Cue it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
I felt the same as my children when their voice was not being heard and my voice was not being heard either. I was grateful that you listened to our story.
It gave me goosebumps just like seeing that.
Thank you so much again. You guys were fun. I hope you enjoyed this.
We did. I feel like we can talk longer.
I know, right?
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having us.
So, Janelle,
Yeah,
thank you.
so fun. Such a fun interview.
Thank you, Janelle. It is an honor for me to be with you this evening.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Oh, I love you, Janelle.
Welcome back to the Philippines World Series
Now batting.
at a
Number
5-5
9,
game. It is a
Joa
fantastic
Meyer.
game at the top of the third. I'm Kyle Otting. I'm here with
Marcus Brain. What a game this has been so far. As that one's taken for strike one. We have a tied 5-5 ball game after Canada went down 5-0 early in the top of the first. SoCal Rincover looking to fight back after 0 runs scored last inning.
that ball. Got away from him there for a ball 1-1 count here. Ball thrown high for a second ball of the at-bat here. 2-1 count.
Joa Meyer looking to get something going for SoCal Rincover, get them that lead back, and get that confidence back after they went down.
One thing we can look at too, as that ball is hit to first base as he tosses it to pitcher for the out number 1. One thing we can look at too is the consistency of your at bats, because if we look up at the scoreboard here, we see Rincover absolutely dominated the first inning, but Canada has been chipping away each and every inning. So we'll see if Canada continues to just put up 2, 3, 2, 1, throughout the innings, whereas Rincover put up one big run, big inning, and as that curveball doesn't find the zone. But we'll see if that trend kind of keeps up, or if Rincover is able to adjust and start getting those chip away runs here.
And Canada definitely settling in more. It looked like they felt a little uncomfortable with the early start here, but they're a lot more ready and working with great teamwork, getting the ball to each other for the easy outs.
One count here. 1 out, top of the third, as that curveball drops way out of the zone for ball 2. Kind of got to reset yourself after a pitch that misses that far out. Just got to find that zone, get that swing and a miss, get that ground ball, get that pop-up. But you want those 2 extra outs as we get a swing and a miss there. Fantastic pitch for strike 2. 2-2 count now, 1 out at the top of the third here.
And a lot of different things he's throwing, keeping the batter guessing, trying to get that last strike here. And it's popped up for a foul. And we'll do the 2-2 count over again. As Joe Meyer will step back into the box. The pitcher likes the call.
Another curveball just outside, not finding the zone. He's trying to get a swing and miss there. As we have a full count now. Pitcher with the payoff pitch comes set. And that ball is hit high to right field as the center fielder comes over and makes the play for out number 2 of the inning.
A great job by Canada. Their outfielders have been doing great work so far, getting the ball to each other.
Wilson.
As they have 2 outs on the board, looking to get to the 4th fast and keep that pitch count as low as possible.
Jake Wilson up to bat here. Sorry, I was kind of listening to his walk-up song. Big fan. This pitcher comes set.
Absolutely. Getting hyped as...
Ball really got away from him there for ball 1 of the at-bat. Sorry for interrupting.
No, you're good. And he's lucky that there's no runners on base. That could have been devastating, as runners could have advanced possibly for 2 bases.
Pitcher comes set. Ball high and outside. 2-0 count here at the top of the third. Canada looks really good. Kind of struggled in the first, but they're making their adjustments, and They're starting to really dominate this game in my mind. And that is a called ball 3 there. That was a fantastic pitch though. .3-0 count. I'm thinking he's going to be taking all the way, but we'll see. That is ball 4. That was not a quality pitch at bat, pitcher's duel. Sorry, I'm trying to find the words. That was not a.
Now batting, left fielder.
Yeah, as we'll see
We'll
see the catcher take a timeout, talk to his guy, as well as the shortstop coming in, make sure his mind's right, and he'll step back on the mound with a new batter in the box.
Pitcher comes set. Ball in there for strike 1. Really conservative lead here. Not much going on at first. I would be very surprised if they send him for stolen base, as that is swung on and missed for strike 2.
I believe we're yet to see a stolen base in this game, which is very uncharacteristic of what we've seen so far. A lot of stolen bases, a lot of walks, as that'll be a ball in the dirt, as we have a 1-2 count here.
I mean, so far in this tournament, small ball has been a huge aspect of the game, with bunts, stolen bases, just chipping away, trying to get runners in scoring position. And in this game, I mean, for the first time, I think, in a while, it's been home runs. That's really getting the damage done. And you know what? I got no complaints, because I love to see a good bomb once in a while.
Absolutely. And how can that not get you excited for tonight's championship game at 7? As that last pitch was fouled out, and this one taken high close to the batter, and that'll give us a 2-2 count.
2's all around here. 2-2, 2 outs. But it's at the top of the third still.
If only.
Runner on first. Still quite a conservative lead. Ball thrown in there for a strike 3.
Canada gets out of the inning without keeping the game where it is 5-5, as we will see you at the bottom of the third.
All right, ready? Was it a father talking to his son, or was it a chef finding something special in somebody with a promise?
Wow, no one has ever asked that before.
I ask great questions, right?
That's good.
But you still want to push on. Why is that?
That's a good question.
You get that a lot too, like mom crushes. Have you ever had, propositions? Am I the only one asking about this?
No, yes.
See? I'm a good interviewer.
This is like the most fun I've had at an interview.
Thank you. You're asking a lot of questions that most people don't ask, so I really enjoyed this interview.
Oh,
great.
I love that. Thank you.
Of course.
All right. And then you can take that straight to break. Okay. All right. Now, this is the 4th block.
Okay. You're so good at this.
I know. What?
She's like, okay, we're on the next block. We're on the next block. Cue it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
I felt the same as my children, when their voice was not being heard and my voice was not being heard either. I was grateful that you listened to our story.
It gave me goosebumps just seeing that.
Thank you so much again. You guys were fun. I hope you enjoyed this.
We did. I feel like we can talk longer.
I know, right?
Thank you so much for having us.
So, Janelle,
Yeah, so fun. Such a fun interview.
Thank you, Janelle. It is an honor for me to be with you this evening.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Oh, I love you, Janelle.
And we're back here at the bottom of the third, as Canada grabs their bats and tries to get the first lead of the game, as the game is tied 5-5. As the first pitch is thrown and swung on, hit foul, as we get an 0-1 count here to start at the bottom of the third.
Canada looking to continue their trend of constant runs in this game. 2 in the first, 3 in the second. We'll see what they can do here in the third. That is the first strike here, and we have a 1-1 count.
0-1 count here, or 0-2 count.
Oh.
No balls, 2 strikes. Got to correct real quick. That is the first called strike of the inning, though. At the bottom of the inning, excuse me. As that finds the zone for a 3-pitch strikeout. Absolutely fantastic way to start at the bottom of the third for Rincover here, as Colin Hill steps up to the dish.
Third baseman, number 16, Colin Hill.
And a quick first out. 3.
Ball is hit high and playable for the right fielder as he runs, dives, and makes the snag for out number 2. That was a 1-pitch out there. Absolutely fantastic bottom of the third so far for Rincover.
Right number 11.
But
Lawrence
knowing I said that, there has been a trend of the broadcast jank, so we'll see if that keeps up.
I don't believe it. I believe in the pitcher right here. I believe in another strikeout or quick out to get them out of this inning with limited pitches.
Pitcher comes set here. That ball is swung on and missed for strike 1.
2 more to go, and we can head to the 4th. Keep that pitch count low and a tie game.
Pitcher comes set. As that ball is hit high and out of play for an 0-2 count.
And another windshield gone. These guys are hitting hard, some out of the park, some into the parking lot.
Rincover really looking to get out of this. Make it a quick inning here, as that is in there high for ball 1, 1-2 count with 2 outs at the bottom of the third. Like we've been talking about all game, though, I mean, a quick inning would be absolutely fantastic for Rincover, especially for the pitchers and keeping their arms healthy. They don't want to bring in too many pitchers, as that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3 to end the third inning. We'll finish the conversation, and we'll catch you here at LA Valley at the top of the 4th.
All right, ready? Was it a father talking to his son, or was it a chef finding something special in somebody with a promise?
Wow, no one has ever asked that before.
I ask great questions, right?
That's good.
But you still want to push on. Why is that?
That's a good question.
You get that a lot too, like mom crushes. Have you ever had, propositions? Am I the only one asking about this?
No, yes.
See? I'm a good interviewer.
This is like the most fun I've had at an interview.
Thank you. You're asking a lot of questions that most people don't ask, so I really enjoyed this interview.
Oh,
Great.
I love that. Thank you.
Of course.
All right. And then you can take that straight to break. Okay. All right. Now, this is the 4th block.
Okay. You're so good at this.
I know. What?
She's like, okay, we're on the next block. We're on the next block. Cue it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
I felt the same as my children when their voice was not being heard and my voice was not being heard either. I was grateful that you listened to our story.
It gave me goosebumps just like saying that.
Thank you so much again. You guys were fun. I hope you enjoyed this.
I feel like we can talk longer.
I know, right?
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having us.
So, Janelle, thank
Yeah,
you.
so fun. Such a fun interview.
Thank you, Janelle. It is an honor for me to be here.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Jacob Anderson. Apologies. Now hitting number 12, Jacob Anderson. So I'm on Canada. Wait, I'm on Canada.
Jacob Anderson finds his way up in the dish, at the top of the 4th here for the Philippines World Series. Still a tie ball game at 5 apiece. Rincover found their stride in the first inning, scoring all 5 of the runs, as Canada has been chipping away, getting 2-3 runs an inning. It is all tied up now, top of the 4th. No runs were scored in the 3rd. We'll see if that changes here.
And a couple high and outside balls for the pitcher here. But he's done a great job after coming in for the first, keeping the last 2 innings to 0 runs scored for SoCal Rincover.
And that ball is in there for strike 1. 2-1 count here.
I'm talking about in it. As that'll be the second
Wow.
strike. That'll be a strike. That'll
2-2
2-2 count.
As that ball is missed by the catcher to get the count full. 3-2 here for the first batter of the inning. Canada really struggling to keep that pitch count down. Rincover had an 8-pitch bottom of the third, whereas Canada is using up a lot of pitches each at bat, as that is a first at bat walk for Rincover.
Now batting.
The
Shortstop,
pitcher telling
number
his catcher,
13,
"That's on me,"
Mateo
as he's gonna walk back to the mound,
Rodriguez.
look to find his groove again, and find that strike zone. How about that base for Mateo Rodriguez, as his walk-up song gets him hyped for his at-bat?
You know, I've been really vibing with Rincover's walk-up music. Really just got to get in the zone there.
Absolutely.
As that is strike one.
They got to get hyped, make sure they can hit that ball, and he's
That
hit
ball.
by the pitch. And that one looked like it hurt, as it's going to be runners on 1 and 2, as he's taking a second to get there. As that's not what you want to see in this tournament. Never want to see an injury anywhere, as he's telling his coach, we could see a pinch runner here.
I have a feeling he got hit right in the elbow where the funny bone is, and that's one of the worst places to get hit, especially because he's not wearing an Evo shield or any kind of guard there. So you can definitely feel it. Not a fun place to get hit. So I'm hoping it's just like one of those funny bone hits where it's weird. Hopefully we'll see him.
Could be
running.
very reminiscent to what we call a stinger in football. Just getting hit, arm goes a little numb, just got to give it time, and you'll be all good.
Looks like he's stretching it out a little bit there behind first base as the coach checks up and talks with him. Looks like he's going to be staying in the game. And everyone finds their way back to their positions.
Now batting for SoCal Rincover.
As he gets a
Second
round of
baseman, number 8,
applause from the
Zion
audience.
Abacon.
He's gonna take his base. We got a new hitter in the box, as SoCal Rincover has 2 runners on base here.
Pitcher comes set. Shows bunt, bunts it straight back to the pitcher, but only play is at first, and nobody's covering the bag. Everyone's going to be safe. Still no outs. Bases loaded now. That's the kind of small ball we have been seeing in this Philippines World Series. Bunts, stolen bases, just chip away plays, and just shown there, even though that was not the best
Now
bunt
batting.
because you want it down the
Third
line,
baseman, number
it went
3,
back to the pitcher,
Rams
but with the
Watson.
first baseman breaking in, second baseman wasn't able to cover over first quick enough, and everybody's safe. Still no outs. So Canada now in a sticky situation, kind of looking like deja vu of the first. Let's see if they can make the adjustments, maybe turn 2, get a strikeout. They need something to go their way here. So we'll see what the pitcher does as the batter steps out and back in here.
Absolutely deja vu. And speaking of deja vu, how about a Filipino, Olivia Rodrigo? Haven't heard that song in a while, but we got bases loaded, 0 outs. Canada wants to limit the damage as much as possible.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw this, but Olivia Rodrigo was actually at the Cubs game today. MLB was big in announcing that. They posted it in a lot of different places. As that ball gets away from the catcher, everyone's moving up 90 feet as Rincover scores another run to get the lead once again at 6-5.
And that'll be their first run since the first inning, as they will take the lead back 6-5 with 2 runners in scoring position with still 0 outs. And this really does look like deja vu of the first inning. Canada looking to avoid what happened, and you start to wonder, we do see action in Canada's bullpen once again.
As that ball is hit to center, that's definitely scoring a run from third. And the runner from second moves to third as well. Runner on third now. A lot of third. Runner on third. Run scores. Rincover gets the lead 7-5. It really is looking like deja vu. And I'm pretty sure
Catcher.
Justin
number
Bieber
16.
has a song called Deja Vu, right?
Adam.
It's like Post Malone featuring Justin Bieber.
He does.
Because
That's
Justin Bieber is Canadian.
That's
So
true.
I was thinking about that.
That is a great song. Put it on for a late night drive.
That's in there for a strike. 0-1. Oh my goodness. Our camera was looking like an earthquake there for a second. We made our adjustments. Pitcher comes set. Ball is thrown, taken high.
We have a 1-1 count here as SoCal Rincover looking to get another runner in, just 90 feet away from home plate.
As that ball is a ball? I think that was a ball.
It's outside, I believe, and we have a 2-1 count here.
Sorry for that pause there. I thought he might have turned and given a strike sign, so I just missed it a bit. As that next pitch misses the zone. 3-1 count now with a runner on third.
The catcher trying to frame it a little bit too far outside to be believable, but you love the effort there.
As that finds the zone for a strike. Generous call there by the ump, as it is a full count with 1 out here at the top of the fourth. Oh, and he wears that in his head. I hope he's okay. That actually looks not fun at all.
Straight to the helmet. Not sure if you could hear it on the broadcast, but that is never something you want to see.
I would way rather celebrate Will Lewin's 21st birthday than wear a ball in the head like that.
100%. As he's gonna be down on the floor, and we're gonna have a timeout, and we'll be back here after he's got his breath, and we'll see if he's okay.
All right, ready? Was it a father talking to his son, or was it a chef finding something special in somebody with a promise?
Wow, no one has ever asked that before.
I ask great questions, right?
That's good.
But you still want to push on. Why is that?
That's a good question.
You get that a lot too, like mom crushes. Have you ever had, propositions? Am I the only one asking about this?
No, yes.
See? I'm a good interviewer.
This is like the most fun I've had at an interview.
Thank you. You're asking a lot of questions that most people don't ask, so I really enjoyed this interview.
Oh, great. I love that. Thank you.
Of course.
All right. And then you can take that straight to break. Okay. All right. Now, this is the fourth block.
Okay. You're so good at this.
I know. What?
She's like, okay, we're on the next block. We're on the next block. Cue it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
I felt the same as my children when their voice was not being heard and my voice was not being heard either. I was grateful that you listened to our story.
It gave me goosebumps just like saying that.
Thank you so much again. You guys were fun. I hope you enjoyed this.
We did. I feel like we can talk longer.
I know, right?
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having us.
So, Janelle,
Yeah, so fun. Such a fun interview.
Thank you, Janelle. It is an honor for me to be with you this evening.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Oh, I love you, Janelle.
And
Now batting, right
welcome
fielder,
back at
number
the top
9.
of the fourth. We
Noah
apologize for that
Meyer.
break. Catcher Brandon Adams actually was hit by a pitch in the head. He walked off the field bleeding, but he is smiling. We hope he is okay. But we are on to finish a semifinal game at the Philippines World Series here in LA Valley.
And that was a gnarly hit there. We saw bloodshed. He is okay though. Looked in high spirits, but he will be done for the day.
We believe he'll be done for the day. Runners on first and third now. Top of the fourth. Only one out in this inning. 2-0 count here. As that ball misses the zone for the third straight ball. I think this pitcher had to lose his confidence there, especially seeing that bloodshed, I think it almost hurts the pitcher more mentally than seeing bloodshed, especially after hitting a player in the head. You're definitely not up on the mound to do something like that. So I think he just needs to find his groove again, because I'm sure that will rattle anyone from the batter to the pitcher that did indeed hit him. As we have a 3-1 count here, as that ball swung on, hit up the middle. Ball is stopped. He steps on second, throws over to first. Fantastic double play there to end the inning. That was the top of the fourth. Rincover was able to score 2 to get the lead back up to 7-5. We'll catch you here at the bottom of the fourth on Golden TV.
All right, ready? Was it a father talking to his son, or was it a chef finding something special in somebody with a promise?
Wow, no one has ever asked that.
Yeah, but I ask great questions, right?
That's good.
But you still want to push on. Why is that?
That's a good question.
You get that a lot too, like mom crushes. Have you ever had, propositions? Am I the only one asking about this?
No, yes.
See? I'm a good interviewer.
This is like the most fun I've had at an interview.
Thank you. You're asking a lot of questions that most people don't ask, so I really enjoyed this interview.
Oh,
Great.
I love that. Thank you.
Of course.
All right. And then you can take that straight to break. Okay. All right. Now, this is the fourth block.
Okay. You're so good at this.
I know. What?
She's like, okay, we're on the next block. We're on the next block. Cue it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
I felt the same as my children when their voice was not being heard and my voice was not being heard either. I was grateful that you listened to our story.
It gave me goosebumps just like saying that.
Thank you so much again. You guys were fun. I hope you enjoyed this.
We did. I feel like we can talk longer and longer.
I know, right?
Thank you so much for having us.
So Janelle,
Yeah, so fun. Such a fun interview.
Thank you, Janelle. It is an honor for me to be with you this evening.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Oh, I love you, Janelle.
We are back from the break for the bottom of the fourth, as Canada
Now
will look to
batting,
gain
second baseman, number 8,
back
Ronnie
what
Carlos.
SoCal Rincover took for them. They took the lead 7-5 at the top of the fourth, down 2 runs. Canada looking to fight back after not scoring a run in the third.
This pitcher comes set here. First pitch at the bottom of the fourth will be a strike. 0-1 count here. It seems that both sides have settled in for the most part when it comes to pitching. Most damage was done in the first 2 innings, although Rincover did put up 2 more runs at the top of the fourth. Do you think that's going to be enough to hold off and win the game here?
It'll be interesting to see. We have had low scoring games so far today. In the game right before this, the previous semifinals game. However, these are 2 high-powered teams. We've seen it already with 2 runs, 1 from each team. So we could see more fireworks in the 6th and 7th, as they always do come.
As that ball is hit foul. 1-2 count here. Pitcher looking to finish the job, get that strikeout, ground out, pop out. You want that first out of the inning for sure as he comes set here. Delivers too high for the second ball. 2-2 count here.
And they did a great job last outing when they were only throwing 8 pitches to get their 3 outs. Looking to try and replicate something similar here, keep their pitch count low, as this is the 5th pitch of the game. And it's a ball as we have a full count here with 0 outs.
Pitcher kind of resetting himself.
If you're the pitcher, what are you looking to throw right here?
I'm almost thinking I'm throwing a curveball in the dirt, trying to get a chase. At the same time, we're really not getting a lot of chases this game, as that is outside for ball 4. I am more of a gambling type of person.
Now batting. Catcher
Not
number
in
6.
real life, but
Jeremiah
in the
Garcia.
aspect of I like to take the risk. So I love watching Dan Campbell coach football. Same as I like to see a pitcher, play around with pitches that you wouldn't think would be thrown, like a pitch in the dirt at a 3-2 count, something like that. Get that chase as he checks the runner at first. Nothing going on there. But I kind of like the aggressive kind of play style where you want to force, or not force, where you want them to chase a pitch as we have a decent lead at first here. As that ball is hit on to left field as he chases on, misses the ball. It looks like it is going to be a bases clearing double as the ball is thrown home offline, and that will score a run for Canada. Canada is now once again chipping away at the deficit that they found themselves in at the bottom of the 4th. It now being 7-6. I mean, it seems like every time Rincover does something, Canada just matches back, puts something on the board, gets some action up there with the bats. It's so difficult to say any lead is safe at this point in the game. I thought a 5-run lead would keep it at least until the 4th or the 5th inning, but they tied it up in the 2nd, and once again, we see Rincover get another 2-run lead, and Canada already chips away with 1 run and no outs here at the bottom of the 4th as the coach is having a meeting at the mound.
Absolutely. It's easy to get complacent and start making mistakes when you fall behind, especially like they did in the first, but they've been good keeping the errors to 0 so far and making good plays to just chip into that SoCal Rincover lead as they have 1 runner in scoring position looking to tie the game with the leading scorer on home plate, and that would be their first lead of the game if they were able to pull it off.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be definitely an exciting game. It's already been very exciting. Maybe for music we can start hearing some Canadian tunes from like Drake or Shawn Mendes or something. Really celebrate the culture.
As that's Miguel for the walkout song for number 2 at bat here.
Pitcher comes set. Still no outs with a runner on second here at the bottom of the 4th. Shows bunt, but it is hit foul. 0-1 count here. Still no outs. I love that aggressive thought, though. Lay down a late bunt, try to squeeze one in for a base hit.
He's got the speed, just needs to get it on the ground and use his hard 90 to take him to first.
Once again, he showed bunt but pulled back as that ball finds itself in the turf for a 1-1 count. Pitcher comes set here. Once again, bunt hit in the air, popped up to the pitcher as the pitcher throws it to second, but it is overthrown. So the runner on second will be safe. That would have been horrible if Canada popped it up and they were able to turn 2 on that attempt of a bunt. That's the one thing you were taught not to do, is pop it up to the pitcher. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some polls being ran after this game for that one.
And that's going to be a great learning moment for him. These guys are, of course, in high school, looking to get those college scholarships. These learning moments, that's what this tournament is all about, just getting better and advancing to the next level. That's a low ball. We have a 1-0 count here. The batter getting a signal from the third base coach. And that's a generous lead from the second base runner.
Shows bunt right down the third baseline. This is executed absolutely perfectly. Moves the runner over to third, gets a base hit. Runners on first and third now with 1 out. I could not have laid it out any better if I tried.
Kane 40.
Looks like the coach is going to be visiting the pitcher at the mound, and I assume they will be changing pitchers.
He's done great so far to this point. Throughout the first 3 innings and now into the 4th, he has nothing to be ashamed of if he does come out. He's going to talk to his coach, see what he can do, and he will be stepping off the mound.
And it looks like there will be a pitching change here.
Looks like it's the left fielder stepping in on the mound. And we will see you after the new pitcher gets warmed up for SoCal Rincover.
Welcome back to the Philippines World Series, where Canada just intentionally walked someone. I believe it was an intentional walk. Rincover intentionally walked Canada to load up the bases, which I don't understand the logic because there was a double play intact. But now it's the easiest base. So I wouldn't be surprised to see corners playing in here to go home. Rincover really doesn't want to give up that 1-run lead they have going here. And Canada, of course, wants to do the opposite, where they want to get as many runs as possible. So let's find out who wins this inning as that pitch is thrown in there for a strike.
It is interesting to see them load the bases with only 1 out. Perhaps looking for that double play, but it's a lot of risk. I know you're a gambling man when it comes to baseball, and that one's popped up. The second baseman under it, and he catches it. And now we have 2 outs.
And it looks like Curry is finding his way up to
Now
the
batting
dish.
for Team Canada, first baseman, number 19, Alaron Curry.
2 outs here, bases loaded. I mean, a lot of stress is kind of relieved. You're still not out of this inning, but it's easy space for that last out. As the pitcher comes set for an 0-0, 1 out. Ball is hit to short. I'm assuming they're going to second with that as he is called out. That was
close.
Well, it looks like a bad out call there will end the bottom of the 4th, as we will catch you at the top of the 5th here at the Filipino World Series.
All right, ready? Was it a father talking to his son, or was it a chef finding something special in somebody with a promise?
Wow, no one has ever asked that before.
I ask great questions, right?
That's good.
But you still want to push on. Why is that?
That's a good question.
You get that a lot too, like mom crushes. Have you ever had, propositions? Am I the only one asking about this?
No, yes.
See? I'm a good interviewer.
This is like the most fun I've had at an interview.
Thank you. You're asking a lot of questions that most people don't ask, so I really enjoyed this interview.
Oh,
Great.
I love that. Thank you.
Of course.
All right. And then you can take that straight to break. Okay. All right. Now, this is the 4th block.
Okay. You're so good at this.
I know. What?
She's like, okay, we're on the next block. We're on the next block. Cue it. Cue it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
I felt the same as my children when their voice was not being heard and my voice was not being heard either. I was grateful that you listened to our story.
It gave me goosebumps just like saying that.
Thank you so much again. You guys were fun. I hope you enjoyed this.
We did. I feel like we can talk longer and longer.
I know, right?
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having us.
So, Janelle.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so fun. Such a fun interview.
Thank you, Janelle. It is an honor for me to be with you this evening.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Oh, I love you, Janelle.
Welcome back to the Philippines World Series as we find ourselves at the top of the 5th and a nail-biting game as it is 7-6. SoCal Rincover with the lead, looking to add on to that 1-run lead here as Canada got scammed and were thrown out at second, although I believe he was safe, and I will die on that hill as the pitcher throws first pitch in the turf for ball 1.
And I'll tell you what, it has been a great game, and I can say that's what I like. As Bruno Mars was playing just before this to take us into the top of the 5th, as this throw is a strike, and we will have a 1-1 count here.
Pitcher comes set. Ball is hit to right field as the right fielder is chasing, finds himself under it, and that ball is dropped. I don't know if that ball was dropped on the transfer or the catch. I believe the home plate umpire was saying transfer, yes. That is out number 1 for Team Canada. I agree with that call. It looked like he had possession and dropped it on the transfer.
It would be absolutely devastating for Canada if they overturned it.
Number 18.
And I believe a lot of bad things would be said in this crowd if it did. And the call will stand as we have number 18 up to bat.
I really like to see more aura farming by these hitters here. Slow walk up, really take their time. You're seeing more of a quick step up to the dish and get ready. I mean, you got time, let the music go. So hopefully we see some adjustments with that in the finals.
Absolutely. And you had that Bay Area rap. You have the music to do it. Why not Aura Farm?
And that pitch got away from him. I think his cleat might have got stuck on the mound or the dirt or something. as that is in there for a ball.
The catcher will walk up to the mound, take a quick timeout, just chat it up with the pitcher, talk about anything here, give him a little bit of time to breathe.
I think that one was definitely are you good? Just with that fall over, roll an ankle, catch yourself, just making sure his pitcher's good. But yeah, you got to let him reset there. So I like that checkup. And looks like they're going to be exchanging balls here.
As that's not something you really see often, exchange of balls between the umpire and catcher. As we got the pitch here, it's a swing and a miss. As we will have a 2-1 count.
He was definitely thinking to do something disgusting with that ball. I mean, he wanted to hit that thing really far.
Yep, he saw it and he wanted to hit it as hard as possible, taking every opportunity he has to get this Rincover lead as big as possible.
As that is called for strike number 2, as we find ourselves with a full count here with 1 out at the top of the 5th. As that is high for ball number 4, as Rincover finds themselves with the runner on first with 1 out.
Only 1 run separating these two teams, as it looks like Canada will take a timeout and their coach will talk to their pitcher. We have seen action in Canada's bullpen for quite a while now. It'll be interesting to see if they make the pitcher change or they just give him time.
And it looks like we are getting a pitching change here. So we will catch you back for the Philippines World Series once we get our new pitcher warmed up and ready to go. Welcome back. We got the pitcher warm. He threw a couple balls. He's feeling good. Here we are, top of the 5th with 1 out, runners on first for Rincover. And that ball is high for ball 1. I really think you got to work on keeping that ball lower in the zone. You don't want that ball high. So you just got to find that zone.
Yeah, you want to work around the rim. You want to...
Pitcher comes.
As that'll be a strike and we have a 1-1 count.
Pitcher comes. Paul, say hi.
A fly ball towards left field. Center fielder calls it, and he makes the catch. And that'll be, as he will hold the runner at first, and we have 2 outs here.
Center fielder did a great job cradling that ball there for that out.
Now batting number 10, Landon Boylan.
2 outs now, still runner on first. Rincover hoping to do a little bit of damage, add on to the lead that they have. As that ball is taken low and in the turf for ball 1.
Rincover looking to extend their lead here.
As that thing dropped in there, wow, that thing had a lot of movement, had the batter backing up, and just dropped in the zone for a strike. Absolutely fantastic pitch there.
That'll be a ball, and we have a 1-1 count.
2-1 count, excuse us.
That was a great pitch there, right in the middle, and it's a strike for a 2-2 count.
As that ball is rolled over and grounded to third as he charges, throws it, and it is unable to scoop the ball at first as runners are advancing, and they're sending the runner home. This is going to be very close. The ball is thrown, and he is safe at home. As Rincover is able to get another run. A little bit of more insurance there as they move it up to 8-6.
It's another 2-run lead for Rincover, as they will also have a runner on third base. It's 90 feet away from really piling it onto Canada.
Mateo Rodriguez.
Mateo Rodriguez steps up, looking to drive in that runner, extend this lead to 3 for SoCal Rincover, as we are in the top of the 5th.
As that ball is hit to third, and he throws the ball over to first for that last out of the inning. So,
Canada limiting the damage to only 1 run at the top of the 5th, as we will see you again for the bottom of the 5th in a little bit.
All right, ready? Was it a father talking to his son, or was it a chef finding something special in somebody with a promise?
Wow, no one has ever asked that before.
I ask great questions, right?
That's good.
But you still want to push on. Why is that?
That's a good question.
You get that a lot too, like mom crushes. Have you ever had, propositions? Am I the only one asking about this?
No, yes.
See? I'm a good interviewer.
This is like the most fun I've had at an interview.
Thank you. You're asking a lot of questions that most people don't ask, so I really enjoyed this interview.
Oh,
Great.
I love that. Thank you.
Of course.
All right. And then you can take that straight to break. Okay. All right. Now, this is the 4th block.
Okay. You're so good at this.
I know. What?
She's like, okay, we're on the next block. We're on the next block. Cue it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
I felt the same as my children when their voice was not being heard and my voice was not being heard either. I was grateful that you listened to our story.
It gave me goosebumps just saying that.
Thank you so much again. You guys were fun. I hope you enjoyed this.
We did. I feel like we can talk longer.
I know, right?
Thank you so much for having us.
So Janelle,
Yeah, so fun. Such a fun interview.
Thank you, Janelle. It is an honor for me to be with you this evening.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Oh, I love you, Janelle.
welcome back to the Filipino World Series here in LA Valley, where SoCal Rincover is leading 8-6. Now, I don't know if you guys heard, but Naked Gun was released yesterday, so go see that. We're not sponsored, and I haven't personally seen it, but heard it's really good. As Colin Hill finds his way up to the plate.
Canada looking to bounce back after giving up that extra leading run. Now down 2 as Jonah Meyer will, and it's a strike as we will have a 0-1 count to start the bottom of the 5th.
Pitcher comes set. Ball's hit up the middle for a no out single.
A great hit there, just a line drive over the second baseman in front of the center fielder. It's a single to get a runner on base early for Canada.
Lawrence Aurelio.
You guys gotta announce to get your visors, right? Get your visors here, guys. Get your visors.
As that ball is fouled off for an 0-1 count here. Pitcher checks the runner at first, comes set. That ball finds its way inside for ball 1-1 now. Still no outs with the runner on first. I mean, Rincover's really looking to keep those 2 insurance runs intact. If you're Canada, how do you make sure that Rincover does not? What's your plan there?
You have 3 more at-bats. You have no reason to force anything. You've shown you can score. You just scored last inning. You just want to keep the momentum going along. Just chip away slowly at that lead and keep yourself in a close game with this great team.
As we get a runner, and that is a stolen base on a strikeout pitch there. So we have 1 out with a runner on second.
Baseman, number 8, Ronnie Carlos.
But Marcus, I 100% agree with your statement where it's just consistency and playing the game that you've been playing this whole week. You know, you don't want to change it up now. You want to stay consistent with what you know.
You've shown dominance all week, winning the skills competition, the home run derby, and winning all of your games to be 3-0. You found yourself as the number 1 seed in this semifinals game, just looking to win 1 more to send yourself to the finals. Just got to keep that momentum going as they have a runner on second in scoring position now, just trying to drive them in home with 1 out so far.
Pitcher set here, checking the runner at second. Pitch is released, thrown low for ball 3. 3-0 count with 1 out, runner on second. As it is in there for a strike. 3-1 count now. We're getting real creative with our camera angles here. As pitcher comes set and the ball is in the dirt, pass ball. Runner takes third on ball.
And I guess that was the 3rd ball, as the batter will not be taking his base. Now it is a 3-1 count. Sorry about that, not a 3-2 count.
3-2 count now. Jinx it with a runner on third.
Maybe that announcer's jinx is real. Still don't believe it, as I believe he can get on base here with the ground hit.
We're about to see a strikeout right here. Got to balance out the jinx here. And that is, well, that was, I think it is a jinx. We said a hit and a hit and a strikeout, and we get a line out. The jinx might be real, guys.
Now batting catcher, number 6, Jeremiah Garcia.
That was a huge out, though, for Rincover for the 2nd out of the inning with a runner in scoring position on third base. Now you just field the ball, strike out, go to first, end the inning, get out of it with no runs scored for Canada as that ball is hit high and foul.
As they're just 1 out away from getting out of this inning and into the last 2. as we are getting closer and closer to that championship game for this beautiful trophy that they could win.
That ball finds the zone for strike number 2. If I'm on the mound here, I'm throwing something in the dirt or something way outside. I'm not giving him anything down the middle. Make him swing and miss, and if he does make contact, it's not going to go very far and can't do much damage. As that ball is thrown outside and low for ball 1. 1-2 count now with 2 outs, runner on third.
Just trying to keep the game close. You don't want to be too aggressive here. You have a lot of at-bats remaining. That's another ball.
Looks like we're looking at deuces wild right now. 2-2 count with 2 outs at the bottom of the 5th with a runner on third. Canada still looking to chip away at that 2-run deficit. That ball is way inside. For ball 3, we got a full count now.
And the batter worked it back to a full count after going down 0-2.
Pitcher comes set here. Payoff pitch. As that strikes him out.
That'll end the inning for SoCal Rincover. Avoid any damage from Canada, as we will see you at the top of the 6th.
All right, ready? Was it a father talking to his son, or was it a chef finding something special in somebody with a promise?
Wow, no one has ever asked that.
Yeah, but I ask great questions, right?
That's good.
But you still want to push on. Why is that?
That's a good question.
You get that a lot too, like mom crushes. Have you ever had, propositions? Am I the only one asking about this?
No, yes.
See? I'm a good interviewer.
This is like the most fun I've had at an interview.
Thank you. You're asking a lot of questions that most people don't ask, so I really enjoyed this interview.
Oh,
Great.
I love that. Thank you.
Of course.
All right. And then you can take that straight to break. Okay. All right. Now, this is the 4th block.
Okay. You're so good at this.
I know. What?
She's like, okay, we're on the next block. We're on the next block. Cue it. Cue it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
I felt the same as my children when their voice was not being heard and my voice was not being heard either. I was grateful that you listened to our story.
It gave me goosebumps just like saying that.
Thank you so much again. You guys were fun. I hope you enjoyed this.
Yes. All right. I feel like we can talk longer now.
I know, right?
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having us.
So, Janelle, thank
Yeah,
you.
so fun. Such a fun interview.
Thank you, Janelle. It is an honor for me to be with you this evening.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Oh, I love you, Janelle.
Zion Kabakov.
Welcome back. And this is the Philippines World Series, top of the 6th, where Rincover leads 8-6, and they are looking to add to that lead here.
They have a great opportunity. Held Canada to 0 runs in the 5th. They've got some momentum going, scoring runs in both of the last 2 innings. Looking to do it again here, as that first throw is a strike.
That was a fantastic pitch there. 0-1 count here. Pitcher set, throws, and that. I really like the movement on that ball, though. Has a lot of drop, a lot of movement, and I mean, you just find the zone with that. And like I've said before, you start throwing fastball with that working in your rotation, and it becomes very gnarly as that is fouled off for a 1-2 count here.
As he's got a lot of movement in his balls, through that strong curveball to the right, and now a slider to the left, keeping the runner guessing.
One, 2 count here. As the pitcher releases, and that ball was moving a ton. I mean, just had a lot of spin, a lot of movement, a lot of rotation to get that drop that he needed for that first strikeout of the inning. Went out here as
Now batting, third baseman, number 3.
As this pitcher's
Grant
really working his
Watson.
balls hard, really edging out that box to really find what the batter is uncomfortable in and keep working it hard.
That ball is fouled off.
Missed by everyone, not just the batter, but the catcher too. As that'll be a 0-1 count.
Pitcher shakes off first pitch. And that is another fantastic curveball. I mean, this thing has perfect movement, and it's dropping the zone right when he needs it to get that 0-2 count now. I say just stick with that, and it looks like the catcher agrees as that ball falls out of the zone.
His grip on this ball is absolutely amazing, as he is really working that box. Just the batters do not have any idea what he's going to throw, and they are just swinging at nothing here, as we have 2 fast outs for this Canada team.
I mean, if we can get that consistent curveball like we've seen for these past 2 batters, I mean, sorry, I believe this is a new pitcher as well, but if that consistency stays, once again, another curveball to get a grounder to short as he throws it over to first.
And how about that confidence in his team? Didn't look back, started walking towards the bench the second he saw it fly, and that is exactly what you want from Canada, as we will see you in the bottom of the 6th.
All right, ready? Was it a father talking to his son, or was it a chef finding something special in somebody with a promise?
Wow, no one has ever asked that.
Yeah, but I ask great questions, right?
That's good.
But you still want to push on. Why is that?
That's a good question.
You get that a lot too, like mom crushes. Have you ever had, propositions? Am I the only one asking about this?
No, yes.
See? I'm a good interviewer.
This is like the most fun I've had at an interview.
Thank you. You're asking a lot of questions that most people don't ask, so I really enjoyed this interview.
Oh,
Great.
I love that. Thank you.
Of course.
All right. And then you can take that straight to break. Okay. All right. Now, this is the 4th block.
Okay. You're so good at this.
I know. What?
She's like, okay, we're on the next block. We're on the next block. Cue it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
I felt the same as my children when their voice was not being heard and my voice was not being heard either. I was grateful that you listened to our story.
It gave me goosebumps just like saying that.
Thank you so much again. You guys were fun. I hope you enjoyed this.
We did. All right. I feel like we can talk longer and longer.
I know, right?
Thank you so much for having us.
So Janelle,
Yeah, so fun. Such a fun interview.
Thank you, Janelle. It is an honor for me to be with you this evening.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Oh, I love you, Janelle.
Welcome back to the Philippines World Series as we find ourselves in the bottom of the 6th, where Canada is trying to chip away at their 2-run deficit.
2, Raymond Gloria.
Raymond Gloria finds his way up through the dish.
They were held scoreless in the last game, looking to bounce back here, start chipping away at that SoCal Rincover lead with only 2 at-bats remaining for this team.
Pitcher comes set here. Ball is hit quickly to third as that is a fast first out of the inning. You love to see that if you're Rincover, like we've been talking about. You're just trying to save your pitcher's arms for that final game later tonight.
Left fielder, number 7.
They've done a great job at limiting the pitches, keeping their pitchers fresh, and making sure they're ready if they do win this game and advance to the championship game against North Cal Ube.
And that ball is fouled off for an 0-1 count here.
Canada has been the favorites all tournament, 3-0 in this game, behind in the last 2 innings.
Ball is hit to short, and that might be that is another out. A quick first 2 outs to start the bottom of the 6th here. 1 more out. Canada has 4 more outs to work with to chip away at this 2-run deficit. And honestly, even if it is going into the 7th inning and Canada isn't able to put up a run on the board in the bottom of the 6th, I wouldn't feel comfortable with only a 2-run lead against this team. as they've proven that they're able to compete. And that ball is hit high and foul, but playable for the catcher as he runs and misses that high foul ball for a 1-1 count here in the bottom of the sixth.
If he caught that, that might have been the fastest half inning we've seen in this tournament. And it comes at a perfect time for SoCal Rincover. Looking to limit any stint Canada has at coming back 1 out to get out of this inning and sweep the momentum completely to their side.
Pitcher comes set here. Ball inside for a 2-1 count here.
Catcher trying to frame it like a strike. Won't fool the ump. It'll be a ball, and we have a 2-1 count here.
I think as a catcher, you have to be very careful with the balls you choose to frame, especially with those balls that find the way outside in the other batter's box, because it kind of, even if you don't realize it, it earns distrust from the umpire. You want to frame those closer balls, not the ones that are farther out. The ump is 100% going to notice that. You want to keep trust on your side. So I think if the ball is outside of that zone, as that ball is hit high to center field as he camps under it, and that is caught for out. And we will catch you guys in the last inning of the Philippines World Series and find out if Rincover is able to hold their lead or if Canada will come back and win it to go to the finals.
All right, ready? Was it a father talking to his son, or was it a chef finding something special in somebody with a promise?
Wow, no one has ever asked that before.
Yeah, but I ask great questions, right?
That's good.
But you still want to push on. Why is that?
That's a good question.
You get that a lot too, like mom crushes. Have you ever had, propositions? Am I the only one asking about this?
No, yes.
See? I'm a good interviewer.
This is like the most fun I've had at an interview.
Thank you. You're asking a lot of questions that most people don't ask, so I really enjoyed this interview.
Oh,
Great.
I love that. Thank you.
Of course.
All right. And then you can take that straight to break. Okay. All right. Now, this is the fourth block.
Okay. You're so good at this.
I know. What?
She's like, okay, we're on the next block. We're on the next block. Cue it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
I felt the same as my children when their voice was not being heard and my voice was not being heard either. I was grateful that you listened to our story.
It gave me goosebumps just like saying that.
Thank you so much again. You guys were fun. I hope you enjoyed this.
We did. All right. I feel like we can talk longer and longer.
I know, right?
Thank you so much for having us.
So Janelle,
Yeah, so fun. Such a fun interview.
Thank you, Janelle. It is an honor for me to be with you this evening.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Oh, I love you, Janelle.
And we're back here at the Philippines World Series. This is the last inning of the last semifinal game to discover if Rincover or Canada will play against SoCal Ube.
And the pitcher stepping out right now, looking to expand their lead all the way out, walking out to the song Work Out by J. Cole, as the pitcher will throw a wide up ball, and we will have a 1-0 count.
That ball is hit high to left field as he camps under it and makes the play for the first out of the top of the seventh. That was a quick out number one. I think that was 2 pitches. We're talking about Rincover getting those quick, easy outs. It looks like Canada's looking to bounce back and do the same thing. And we were talking before, this Canada pitcher might be one of the more dominant pitchers we've seen in this tournament when his curveball is on point, because he's able to locate that, get swings and misses, get ground balls, just like that pitch right there. That was a curveball that drops in the zone. It's hard for a hitter to adjust from a fastball to a curveball that's all finding the zone. And so the dominance is very clear here in the pitching side of the game.
Absolutely. He's got so much movement on his balls, and he just keeps changing it up, keeping the batters guessing, and it's working out for them so far.
As that curveball sadly wasn't able to drop in the zone, but dropped and hit him in the leg area, I believe. It wasn't a bad hit.
Now
He
batting number
walks
18,
to
Jake Wilson.
walks down to first. There's one out, runner on first.
Still looking for that ore farm. Looks like he's got it today. Got the music for it, taking his time, getting ready, understanding the weight of this game and where it could send them.
That
He
ball is
absolutely crushed it towards center field. He got it. It's an out and 2 quick outs with 1 runner on base. Canada looking to get out of this tournament, looking to get out of this inning without giving up any more runs so they can get back at Rincover and close this 2-run
Now
lead.
batting number 11, Evan Canan.
Pitcher set here as bunt is shown. Ball gets away from the catcher, and that is a free at 90 feet as we get a runner on second base now. Rincover really hoping for that single to get 1 extra insurance run on that board here. I don't know if 2 is a safe feeling with how dominant Canada's offense has been this tournament, as we have a swing and a miss for a 1-1 count here.
Just 2 more pitches away from getting out of this inning, keeping that arm still fresh for the championship game, looking to give his offense a chance to get them there, as it's a wide pitch and we got a 2-1 count. This has been a great game. Fireworks early. Teams really settled in. We haven't had a run since the top of the 5th, as we are in the top of the 7th now. SoCal Rincover looking to extend their lead. Another swing and miss, and it's a 2-2 count. 2 outs, 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning.
And I have a feeling that this pitcher here, with how much he's thrown that off-speed curveball, wouldn't be surprised if we see that in action here in this next pitch.
And that's what's so good about having a pitcher that can throw so many different pitches. The batter has a lot to think about, and it just confuses them more and forces them to make a mistake they don't want to.
That ball is fouled off to stay alive here with a 2-2 count, 2 outs at the bottom of the 7th. Rincover really just needs to poke something through the hole here, and that would easily score a run, I believe, depending on how hard that ball is hit, as he gets a swing and miss for strike 3. So Rincover unable to add any insurance runs to their 2-run lead. We go to the bottom of the 7th, the last bats for Canada to try to tie it up or take the lead. We will find out who's moving on to the finals very shortly here at the Philippines World Series.
All right, ready? Was it a father talking to his son, or was it a chef finding something special in somebody with a promise?
Wow, no one has ever asked that before.
But I ask great questions, right?
That's good.
But you still want to push on. Why is that?
That's a good question.
You get that a lot too, like mom crushes. Have you ever had, propositions? Am I the only one asking about this?
No, yes.
See? I'm a good interviewer.
This is like the most fun I've had at an interview.
Thank you. You're asking a lot of questions that most people don't ask, so I really enjoyed this interview.
Oh,
Great.
I love that. Thank you.
Of course.
All right. And then you can take that straight to break. Okay. All right. Now, this is the 4th block.
Okay. You're so good at this.
I know. What?
She's like, okay, we're on the next block. We're on the next block. Cue it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
I felt the same as my children when their voice was not being heard and my voice was not being heard either. I was grateful that you listened to our story.
It gave me goosebumps just like saying that.
Thank you so much again. You guys were fun. I hope you enjoyed this.
We did! I feel like we can talk longer now.
I know, right?
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having us.
So, Janelle,
Yeah,
thank you.
so fun. Such a fun interview.
Thank you, Janelle. It is an honor for me to be with you this evening.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Oh, I love you, Janelle.
Welcome back to the Philippines World Series, where we find ourselves in the bottom of the seventh. Last out and last chances, or excuse me, last inning and last 3 outs for Canada to try to get 2 runs to tie it up, or 3 runs to win the game and find themselves in the finals.
And this is a big at bat for Canada. Josiah and Teta with the first up. 2 runs is all they need to tie this game. 3 to win. SoCal Rincover looking to shut them down. Joe Meyer on the mound. He has had a great game, keeping their runs to only 1 while he's on the mound.
As that ball finds the turf for a 2-1 count here. I'm sure the nerves are up for both sides. The pitcher is starting to lose a little bit of control. Might be thinking too far ahead. You know, he wants to close this game and win it and get out of here, but he can't lose that zone as he finds his next pitch in there for a strike for a 2-2 count. But it's very important to stay composed and finish the job.
A lot of hard work has been put into this, as it's a ground ball to the second baseman as it rolls under him. And it'll be a base hit as this stadium is getting on their feet. They have been electric for these late night games, as this is a big one right before the championship to decide who faces North Cal Ube.
Alarone Curry.
That was huge for the moral of Canada to just get a runner on first. And the error is definitely going on the second baseman, so E4, and that's got to hurt. As a pitcher, you want to trust your defense, and when a ball just goes right under your legs, I mean, it's a big moral killer right there. So we'll see the adjustments as that ball finds its way in there for a ball. 2-0 count here. Really needs to reset, readjust, find his strike zone. Double play still intact as he releases, and that finds its way in for a strike. 2-1 count here with a runner on first. Bottom of the 7th with no outs. Checks the runner, keeps him in check. Nothing going on.
Had a great angle on that pickoff attempt. Going to keep that runner in check. Make sure he's not too aggressive with the base stealing, as that is a low ball. And we will have a 3-1 count. Canada getting hyped, knowing they have a chance to do something incredible here.
Ooh.
It was inside, and he swung, and it's going to be a full count.
I think that was a 2-seamer, I believe. It had a little bit of tail to it, kind of tailed inside last moment, got a swing and a foul there for a full count. As that ball is swung on and missed for out number 1. SoCal Rincover recovers from that area to start off the inning.
Third
We got
baseman,
1
number
out
16,
with a runner on first.
Colin Hill.
Both teams finding their groove here. Canada got a runner on base, found some momentum. Rincover right there with them. Got that first out. We got 1 runner on base, 1 out with a new batter in the box.
Pitcher comes set here. Ball rides inside. 1-0 count here.
If I'm Canada, I'm looking to steal that second base, put a little bit more pressure on SoCal Rincover, keep them guessing.
Got more of a conservative lead over there as that ball finds its way high for ball number 2. 2-0 count here.
Joel Meyer's been pitching for a couple innings now, getting a little bit more tired. Canada looking to take advantage of that,
catch him lacking on a pitch he doesn't want to throw and just send it into the deep field and possibly drive in 2 winning runs.
I'm watching this lead at first here. I'm not really thinking that they're calling steal. I think they're going to play conservative baseball. You don't want to get that out at second from trying to steal. As that ball is hit to second baseman, flips it to second, and they only get 1. They get the lead runner. We have 2 outs, runner on first.
Looks like SoCal Rincover looking to play it a little bit safe too. Didn't want to force a throw to first and have a possible error, risking more bases. They're going to take their easy out and get 2 outs on the board and just 1 away from winning this game and making it to the championship game at 7 o'clock against North Cal Ube.
First pitch finds itself in the turf for a ball. 1-0 count here. A lot of pressure on both sides. You're down to your final out here, and yet the pitcher needs to finish the job. You can't get too confident. You can't get lackadaisical. You need to keep finding the zone and competing. As that ball finds its way in there for a strike. 1-1 count here with a runner on first. 2 outs.
This whole stadium is on the edge of their seats as SoCal Rincover is so close to pulling the upset on Canada. As it's a ground hit.
That ball is hit. Great play by the second baseman. Diving stop. Throws it to first, and he is out.
SoCal Rincover takes the win. And they will go to the championship game against North Cal Ube. They have a chance to do something incredible. Pulled off the upset against Ube. They have a game in a little bit here as we will see if they can win this lovely Filipino World Series championship. And we will see you then at 7 o'clock for the championship
after 7
game.
innings, Team Canada.
Hi guys! Welcome to So Janelle. Ito po ang inyong programa na nagbabahagi ng mga kwento ng immigration and representation.
They recognize that I also am Filipino, and they want to celebrate that, which is so amazing.
People like me and Filipinos and AAPI all get an equal opportunity at showcasing their talent.
I didn't really know that I wanted to be an actor right out the gate. We just did them on a whim, and you never know where they lead you.
If this could very well possibly be the first time that every single member of this company will be of Filipino descent.
The Sequoia is now exclusively as a hybrid.
Wow!
Yes.
And that is why Toyota now offers America's largest lineup of electrified vehicles. Well, of course, Toyota makes it easy, right?
I think that's our slogan. Well done.
Yeah. And that's why here in the show, as we celebrate Haven and Vinita, we're also celebrating one of our partners, East West Bank. But you know what's hotter, juicier, tastier than ever before? McDonald's classic burgers are hotter, juicier, and tastier than ever before.
What is your favorite day of the week?
Friday!
Really? Why?
Because on Fridays, there's Free Fries Fridays.
Free fries?
Yes.
I want free fries.
Yes.
No way!
What do you think will the Filipinos be drawn to here in Sky River Casino? You're here at Pechanga Resort Casino, once again on the list of USA Today's 10 best. Is it time for the dragon song? Yeah. Pretend you're a dragon and let it out. Ha, ha, ha! Yay!
It happened within a span of, I would say, less than 10 minutes.
I think we were targeted.
We should face this battle head on together as a community. As an immigrant though, what was it like for you?
What was my job? I was a caregiver manager.
I was at a point of like, this is basic life stuff. I shouldn't be complaining at all, but I just couldn't do it the way that they do it back home.
They see Jollibee as a success. More than that, they don't know that there's a Filipina president, leader at the helm of it.
I mean, in this book, I share the most vulnerable parts of who I am that in some instances were so triggering to write, but I knew it was a powerful thing to share.
And I hope today's story proved to be inspiring and encouraging and just truly amazing, because that's what we are all about. I'm your host, Janelle So, and this has been So Janelle.